Hi, I'm Ellen McCauley, and I'm at Pray It Off on the first Thursday after Thanksgiving. It's kind of like the first Sunday after, but it's the first Thursday after Thanksgiving. And the group did pretty well. But tonight we're going to talk about wisdom and discipline. And what's interesting is when I make suggestions to people, and when I say, what about this or that, what they inevitably say, and turn to the back of the food log this week, everyone, and what they inevitably say is, I know. And so are they saying, I have the wisdom. I have the wisdom to do what I'm supposed to do. But do I not have the determination or the discipline? And I'm going to talk about that tonight. And I want you to put that image on your refrigerator, especially during the holiday season, and take a really good look at it. I talked about the Life in the Spirit seminar, which is December 9th. And I have a list of the gifts that you received at baptism and confirmation. And you can get them zapped or renewed or on fire at this Life in the Spirit. And the first one is wisdom, understanding, knowledge, fortitude, another word for discipline, piety, fear of the Lord. Now, a lot of these here are talking about how they relate to our relationship with God. But these gifts too, wisdom, understanding, knowledge, counsel, fortitude, piety, and fear of the Lord, can be used in every aspect of our lives. The fear of the Lord doesn't mean we're afraid we're going to go to hell if we have a brownie. What it means is that we're amazed before God because His friendship is so important. We don't want to lose it. And I want to make sure everyone knows that our weight does not matter to God. It does not matter. If we weigh 370, 270, it doesn't matter. He just wants us to be healthy and happy and whole. And He wants us to do what's best for us so that we can do His work. That's what He wants. He doesn't judge us. We judge ourselves very hard. So please call to register for the Life in the Spirit seminar. It really is life-changing. I also would like to mention that Holy Family Parish is having the Voices of Faith concert Sunday, December 3rd, which is when? This Sunday. Has anyone here ever been to the Voices of Faith concert? Yes. And I love it. It's a beautiful way to start the Christmas season because there's Bible readings, there's musical groups, there's the Voices of Faith choir. I end up crying because the songs are so beautiful. And I'm also giving a reading that night. So I invite you to come. You won't regret it. It's lovely. So getting back to weight loss wisdom. A lot of the wisdom, we've talked about surrender. We've talked about fear. But so many of us know what to do, but we're almost afraid to do it. We're afraid. And I want to read the first paragraph. Permanent weight loss is about living a full and satisfying life. It means having a starring role in your own life. Many of you who struggle with food, diets, and weight loss have used these as a security blanket. The weight and food obsession has been used as an excuse and a reason to hide from life. And this article says that you are the author of your own story. And if you don't like the story, pick up a pen and start writing a new story. If you've always done things this way and it hasn't worked, is it going to work if you keep trying to do it that way? So I wouldn't have gotten to where I am today if I didn't change a few things. I had company from Tuesday until Sunday, and it was wonderful. We had the best time. But I didn't have pizza and wings. I didn't have stuffing. I had one of the best times of my life, but I did not have the foods that I knew would make me sick. And not only I say make me sick, because nowadays I just don't want them. I'm afraid I'm allergic to them and that my body won't process them. I ate on Thanksgiving Day the most beautiful plate of food, and it was all Whole 30. It was turkey and I had salad. It was just delicious. So you can create a different story. So many people who are stuck are afraid to grow. The greatest tragedy in life is to stay the same, to never change. You have nothing to lose but fear itself. People here are afraid to try Whole30. And when I say Whole30, I just mean eating more natural, eating more fruits and vegetables and protein. They're afraid that they won't be the life of the party or they won't have any fun anymore. I have a lot of fun. I don't sit around going, I used to have fun back when I was 370, but now I don't have any fun anymore. I have a lot of fun. And I'm only using myself as an example because it wasn't until I gave up dairy, gluten, and sugar that I really saw a true change in my body metabolism. And so many of us are beating ourselves up over Thanksgiving. You wouldn't believe how many people were in there saying, I'm disgusted with myself. I'm ashamed of myself. And I'm like, stop. Right there, before you go any further. I said, it's over. Thanksgiving's over. It's done. Whatever you had, you had. There was a reason you ate it. That stuffing looked so good, didn't it? With that gravy on top. Oh yeah. And that pie with the ice cream warmed up. Oh yeah. It looked so good. And you might have said to yourself, well, I've had stuffing before. I know how it tastes, but I don't care. I want it again. And then the first serving tasted so good, you wanted 2 and 3 servings. But the thing is, it's over. It's done with. You can't beat yourself up anymore. Has beating yourself up ever worked for you? Has holding on to all those feelings and self-loathing and unhappiness ever given you what you want in life? And then I love this article because it says your spirit is love itself. You know, some people say to me, I can't believe you're a Catholic and you're a Christian. Such fake. They're such hypocrites. They don't believe in this. They don't believe in that. They don't believe in this. I said, you know what I believe in? You know, like what? I go, love. I believe that God is love. I believe that I have been put on this earth to love. And one of the problems I always had was loving myself. And it wasn't until I really embraced my faith and realized how much God loved me that I began to start to love myself. That usually shuts them right up. I don't talk about politics. I don't talk about rules and regs. God is love. He loves me. He loves you. And we need to love ourselves. There's a higher plan in our lives. You know, do I want Holly and Mark to move away? No. But change sometimes is what God wants. He wants to plant them somewhere. He's got a plan. And sometimes we have to let him go. Do I want my oldest daughter to live in Las Vegas and be so far away? But she met the love of her life, and we met him, and he is awesome. You know who he's just like? Bob. She dated all these bad boys, and who's she going to marry? Someone just like Bob. We love him. He's awesome. There's a higher plan. And you know, one of the things this says is ask God to show you what he wants for you. Ask to be shown the way. One of my favorite prayers that I don't know if I made up or heard somewhere, but I say, lead me, guide me, show me the way. I'll say, lead me, guide me, show me the way. And that's what he wants to do. He wants to show us the way. I'm going to stop right there, Bobby.